audio, a mechanical wave with repetitive variations in pitch, volume, and decay. These waves are composed of frequencies and vibrations that stimulate your sense of hearing. Under the right circumstances, these variations can be manipulated to make music. The journey you're about to embark is a representation of a culture immersed and obsessed by audio. Warning, those of you who make this journey will run the risk of becoming an audio junkie.
I got shoes.
You got shoes. All of God's children got shoes to wear.
When I get to heaven, gonna get me some shoes. It's gonna walk all over God's heaven. Heaven. Everybody's talking now. When I get to heaven, gonna get me some shoes. Gonna walk all over God's heaven. You know, it seems to me these girls are a little too white. I've got juice, you got juice, all of God's children got juice to drink. When I get to heaven, gonna get me some juice, gonna drink all over God's heaven. I like those hips now. Heaven, everybody's talking now. When I get to heaven, gonna get me some juice, gonna drink all over God's heaven. I got texts. You got text, all of God's children got a phone to text. So when I get to heaven, gonna get me a phone, gonna text all over God's heaven. Heaven, everybody's talking now. When I get to heaven, gonna get me a phone, I'm gonna text all over God's heaven. I've got problems.
You got problems. All of God's children got problems to wear. When I get to heaven, gonna get me some shoes, gonna get me a phone, gonna get me some juice, gonna get me a problem,
And drink over God's heaven. Everybody's talking now. No, it's so funny. I think that for me the lyrics and the music are almost inseparable too. I think that, you know, if I ever speak in a full coherent sentence, for me it's almost like singing a song. I sort of have to know it in advance like a song. But I don't know songs in advance. So like you know, if I'm on stage, it makes sense. And in front of a camera, maybe. But not talking, unless it's unscripted but meant to be scripted. You know? It's not really a clear answer. Gospel particularly is just like a wonderful, it really does serve a purpose. I think Caitlin said it very eloquently the other day. She said,
it's catching.
Well, it's catching, and no, but she, you know, like it's something that a lot of people make fun of, but it works.
Yeah.
Like we write a show, we started playing, and
people get really riled up, and then you catch yourself doing this.
You catch yourself doing it.
And you're like, oh.
Yeah, you don't have to believe in God.
This is what music is supposed to do.
Yeah, no, but it makes you believe in God because you felt really crazy when you did that, and like in the end, you were trembling and you felt better. You know, I mean, it's not so as smarmy as I felt even. And a lot of the retreats and a lot of the changes in style is always because my sense that things have become inauthentic or it's embarrassing. And I think that strangely, you know, the audience is right. I'm thinking that a lot more. I mean, I've always sort of like distanced myself from everything that we've done. But it's true. You catch yourself. I mean, if you did it, you did it, and you liked it, and you felt better. And that's what our music, I think, I like to think is about. Just the fact that nobody's prepared, but everybody feels good. And it was not easy. It was uniquely sort of like a difficult experience. And I have not used the word transcendent once.
Good.
And I just did. Edit that. out. Spend a night upon my floor. And if of the dry food you're bored, I'll fill your dish with liquor. Then I paint it yellow stars on her back. I rewrote all the lyrics to my old songs. And my drummer had a heart attack. And then I attacked. And then I attacked. And then I attacked. And then I attacked. Warmth on my shoes wasn't love, it was pee. And I looked up through the dust, I could see she'd regained the pack, the great Hellbilly. Picking hairs from the brush, I returned to my seat and I smoked. I love it! 4 more hours in the dust and the heat till the race was over. Picking cans down the street. Now on for me, it's the OTB. Just when all bets were off, is that a bark, is that a bleed, is that the brain? Only the head in her teeth, is that me in the moonlight, on my feet, is that she? Like Barry Millish, is that a me in the moonlight, light on my feet, is that she in the moonlight? Barry Millish, she lay the carcass at my feet. She lay the carcass at my feet. I like that moonlight shit. Keep the moonlight shit. Come on, tell them to keep the moonlight. And who's ever seen moonlight around here anyway? Ask any of them. They just get the courtyard in the afternoon. A Sumerian woman came running to the station to talk about the man she loved. She grabbed the water, went to the well, the water she intended to draw. And the stranger, she didn't know where he came from, but he told her every sinful thing he had done, and he smiled, said farewell, gave her water and was gone. I feel like it's stepping inside myself. Honestly, it's like stepping inside yourself because all of that craziness that you carry around with yourself. You know, meeting all the nice people that you meet throughout the world, especially if you work in like retail. But you know, actually in retail, I'd say you need the music less because there's so much open hostility. Let me change that. If you work in a polite environment, or if you go to a nice school or something, and you know, look at the comments page on the New York Times and all the nice websites you go to. You see what dicks people are, what racists, what everything. Everybody's carrying around a lot of anger and a lot of sludge, especially the most educated, polite people. So yeah, I mean, I feel like when you go out there and you do that crazy, you're really stepping into yourself. There's like an honest mayhem, you know? Like we keep our mouths shut so often. And here, you know, I especially like encouraging heckling and things like this, and doing something sort of like where nobody knows quite what to do, especially doing it in a way where you're dressed cool and everything. People are conflicted as to whether they should like you or not, or whether like it's the new thing they're watching or the old thing, or that those sorts of questions, like really making me like, do I like that? And like the half-assed dancing, but you can't really dance to our music anyway. But you can. You should, exactly. You should, because it's like dancing in the mirror right after you lost your leg. It's what it seems. This groovy is where people pray and they sing till the break of day. You can have it. You can have it. You can have it. You can have it.
Sometimes when I want to try and convince people that I'm a gangster, I'll go turn on some Lil Wayne or something like that to show them how tough I am, because he better states threats, I guess, than I do.
And he states it so well because Lil Wayne is sort of like a little bourgeois like the rest of us over here. I mean, and in fact, he has a little bit better. He doesn't have to act old-fashioned, a little better. He doesn't act old-fashioned to win people over because, you know, just being contemporary is not embarrassing for him. But I would say, you know, like, I think I'm most inspired by this stuff on the radio because the radio is the only place you turn it on one year and you turn it off another. And funny enough, there's different trends. And, you know, I like to think the same thing of mine. It's not necessarily made for, it's made for nobody. I mean, the music on the radio, just like my music, is made for no one. Menopause. Music for me has always been impossible and just very easy. Sort of impossible to do, but very easy to like, and very easy to do in impossible situations. Which is to say, like, gathering a bunch of people together, not practicing very much, and just going out there and being crazy. So my passion for music, I guess, is my passion for people. As well. I think I communicate with people better through music. And if there's one coherent thing I like to think that I'm doing is something for the moment, which is to say that I pulled it out of my ass at the moment, but also that it speaks to like the moment in time, you know, like the time and place in which we live. Listening talented. Bravo!
Bravo!
Would you like to hear another one? Remember? Do you?
I do.
All those simple surgeries.
All the simple surgeries.
When we were advanced to that degree.
To that degree.
In the jungle gym. My alien bride overhead a cartoon. Baghdad. I imagine sick in a boudoir thick with muslin mosquito nets. I was playing bed, yet dogs sweat.
How simple were those surgeries then. I had a pretend scalpel, not a pain
To pretend to defend
you from a most unhappy
I can't cut it out. The scalpel is deep. Honey, 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 let's see. Why couldn't we keep those surgeries simple? know. I like it. This is how we roll. I don't even use the word roll.